Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt. I'm with Illinois WorkNet, as you all might know, and we are going to be starting our DHS technical assistance call this morning. We have a number of things to go over, so I'm going to start by talking about the dashboard numbers. So I'm going to cover up everything here for a minute or two, and we'll go over these numbers. Alrighty, so I just finished these. Oh, the date on the top of it is wrong, but I just finished these numbers. So these are as close to current as they can possibly be. So under the new cohort invitations pending, we have a few odds and ends. North side, you've got 3 of them on there, so it would be nice if you guys could take a look at those. And remember that you are able to call the customer and complete the paperwork that you need to complete. Otherwise, you will have to call the customer in. But it is acceptable to complete those family assessment items by phone. We've encouraged the CBOs to have the customer correct phone number on their application and instruct them to answer the phone so that they can get those things done over the phone. Except in past due, we've got South Suburban, you've got 4, a couple of 2s in there, and a couple of 1s. Eligibility pending, East St. Louis, you've got 3. Eligibility past due. Now remember, you've got 2 days to accept the application and then 11 days to complete the eligibility, so there's a few odds and ends in there. We've got a few appointments not scheduled and a few with appointments not scheduled past due. So what we're going to do today is demonstrate how you guys at DHS can reschedule an appointment if you need to. Now this next column, referral pending, appointment not scheduled, these are for customers who are being reengaged. We got some big numbers in here. Cal Park, you've got 10. Humboldt, you have 8. Mid-South, you've got 18. Northwest, 15. Roseland, 12. Southeast, 16. Rockford, you've got 13 on here. And I know Rockford doesn't have a provider, but we still need to move those customers to job placement program. And then some odds and ends, 1s and 2s, 7s, West Suburban, Western, Woodlawn. I was kind of interesting that all 3 of those W's had 7 each. All right, and then no-show at the CBO intake appointment. There were 90 total in the list, so they're spread out relatively evenly across the state, but Quincy, you're the big winner with 14, so we need you to get those taken care of. Some of the dates on those appointments are very old, so there's going to be a challenge with your 30-day time frame on a few of those. Referral rejected requires action. There's 25 people in the list, but many of them are exempt and referral rejected, so they're not going to be participating. One of the updates that I'm going to talk about will take care of most of those. The customer IDs that are in this column are the customers who require some sort of at least a case note in the case to let us know what's going on with that customer. A couple of those are from yesterday, or a couple of those are from this week. So you may not have had a chance to participate or to find that item. I just lost the webinar. Can you guys still, I'm logging back in again, so I'm hoping that you can still hear me. I know you can hear me if you're on the phone, right? All right, I'm back in. Let me make sure that the audio is up. All right, so can you guys all hear me again? Please give me a show of hands. All right, so from your computers, I just lost my webinar out of my computer. Okay, so hopefully we don't have that happen again. All right, thank you, everybody. All right, the next item is not appropriate for service. There's only 2 customers in that row. And then customers who have been recommended for sanction, we've got 4 down in East St. Louis and a couple of 2s and 1s. So if you guys can take care of those, that would be great. All right. Lori, do you have a question? If you want to type it into the chat pod, you can do that. All right. We're going to move on to the next item on the dashboard. We'll get those numbers out to you in the notes from today's webinar. All right, next item on the dashboard is new cohort eligibility verification. And I just want to show you the dashboard, so I'm going to share my screen here. All right, let's make this bigger. All right, let's make this bigger. Okay, so on this dashboard, IDHS accept eligibility verification request. That's a 2-day time frame. This one, eligibility verification not requested within 2 days. That means you missed the 2-day time frame. IDHS complete eligibility verification. You've got 11 business days to complete that. 11 days to complete that, and then IDHS eligibility not completed within the 11 days. These customers have an appointment that has not been scheduled. That could be that you have missed the date because you took too long to verify the eligibility. And then this is not scheduled within 11 days. This is not 2 plus 11. It's and another 11. It's these 2 11 days are the same 11 days. So we have instructed the CBOs to schedule 12 business days. So next week is the 4th of July. That means that there's only 4 business days next week. So if they're scheduling, it will be moving on out from there. Now let me go to a test site so that I'm not showing you real customers. So on the eligibility review, I should have logged in as a DHS person. I don't, let me do that real quick because I've got different rights than a DHS team member does. Okay, so on here, if you're looking at the dashboard, for the enrolled dashboard, you need to accept eligibility and verification request. 2 days for the accept, 11 days for the verify. So I'm going to go to this customer here that has no appointment scheduled because it's going to be the same initial process. I'm going to go to this row column of customers, and I'm going to go to Megan Stupenhorst, and I'm going to view. to accept the eligibility, all you have to do is, oh, she's already verified, sorry. She doesn't have an appointment. That's what it was. So let me go back here to this other row. On the side, you can see who has been eligible, who's been made eligible and exempt. So we're going to look at this one, and she needs an appointment. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to save and invite customer to orientation. CBO, okay. All right, it will tell you what's missing, if anything's missing, and then it will let you save and invite the customer to orientation. But why aren't you popping up? All right, I'm not getting what I want it to do. So I apologize for not being able to demonstrate this. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Lubna. All right. So now, this customer has missed their orientation date. So all you have to do, if you go back in, is just reschedule them for a new appointment date. If there is a new cohort option available, select that. And then you can invite them, submit verification, and send invite. And then on here, you print 2151 referral form. My suggestion to you is to go ahead and print it as a PDF, print it as a paper document. If the customer is sitting right there, give them the paper copy, and then save the PDF in IES, and you may want to upload it to the customer's Epic profile in the event that there is an issue down the road saying, yes, you were invited this day, and you didn't show up, and we're going to do whatever we need to do to reprimand you with that, sanction, whatever. So then you print the 2151 referral form. I'm going to open this. One of the things that we've discovered that we cannot fix is if an agency has two locations, the agency address for the main office location shows up here. But if they have a different location, it will show up down in this program referring to, so you can highlight the location of the orientation appointment here. And then that way the customer knows where they need to go. All right, so that's that for that. And that's as easy as it is, or as hard as it is, to reschedule them for an appointment. Now, if there is a customer who missed their orientation appointment and you need to reschedule them completely, so I'm going to go to AEA test. No, I'm going to go to Red Bike. So Red Bike didn't make their appointment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to their progress page. I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to reschedule them right here under the initial CBO appointment. I'm going to go in here and reschedule them for a new appointment. And since there's no dates in here, I can't do that. But all you have to do is pick a date from here. So it's very important that you schedule them in the system so that the agency knows that the customer is coming. That's critical. We've had a couple of situations where the agencies really important piece. Remember, you can reschedule them from their invitation if you're late on getting them verified, or you can go to their progress page and schedule them for an appointment here. Okay, that is scheduling appointments. And rescheduling new cohort customers, that's what we were talking about right there. Control group updates, we have had some, we are up and live with the control group items, so you can see what's going on there with those. The other place that you can go to for updates, we always talk about them in the webinars, so we have the notes and the recordings here on the screen. And then on the partner guide, we have the other updates as they come about. We have them posted on the updates page by date. We do have a few other updates that have taken place that I just haven't had time to get them posted. One of the major ones is we've corrected some items in the iStep dashboard. You guys probably don't deal with the iStep dashboard that much, but just in case you do, go check. They're there. We've made some updates with the control group report. That's probably more a Deidre and her team thing than you guys. We've added new cohort customers to the staffing report, the iStep report, the benchmark report, so they're all reporting in there. We've fixed the ability to reset passwords, so there won't be a problem with those. We've had some issues downloading 2151, so those have been repaired. We have a new eligibility status. It's not really new, but we've added it back in, and that eligibility status is the one that says that customers are eligible, exempt, and do not wish to participate. So if you have customers who are in rows, this was just put into production like 10, 15 minutes ago. If you have customers who are exempt and do not any longer wish to participate, that are in one of those rows, like the rejected referrals or in the appointments pending, those customers can be marked and they will report to a row that we will not have to take action with them anymore. And then the last piece is on the exports for the new cohort customers, actually for all of the customers. It's going to include a column on the Excel exports. It's going to include a column that shows whether a customer is mandatory or voluntary. So those are the updates so far for what we have on the system. So we'll and then anything that was updated since the 22nd, we'll include those in here. We've got an agency column was added. Super admin can remove a control group record. Control group directions were updated. And super admin can delete appointments for customers who have 2 appointments for the same period. The control group was pushed to production. The super admins can move a customer to a new CBO. And then the ones from the 13th were already reported on our last webinar. So you can always keep track of items here. Okay, so now we have a couple of people here from our agencies, and I need to open up some phone lines. So let's see, Kelsey. Carmen, did you call in from your Washington, D.C. number? Okay, so that is this one. And Kelsey dialed in from this one. All right. Hello? Can we hear you guys?
Hello. Hi.
All right, so I'm going to go to National Label, and just to let you all know, In the file pod down in the lower left-hand corner is the flyer that they have for their program. So if you guys want to take a look at that and download it, you can do that. I'd like to introduce Carmen Reed and Kelsey Briggs-Deneen from National Able Network.
Okay, so hi everybody. Thank you so much for letting us speak in your webinar. I want to start by saying I think I've already met with a lot of you guys in person, and if I haven't met with you in person, I would love to meet with you and your staff in person. My name is Kelsey Briggs-Deneen, and I am the person who your clients get referred to. I just put my contact information in the chat pod for you there. I should put spaces in between so it's not all one line. But that's how you guys can get a hold of me, and I want you to know that you can always reach out. Your clients can reach out. If anyone needs anything and they want to know more about it, contact me. But we have a new flyer, and you can see it in the chat pod, and we have the IT EPIC program. So our program is for people who are looking to get into IT support work and hopefully eventually a couple years down the road getting to network security or network administration type work. We want to make sure that we're getting the clients who really want to be doing our program, and we want to make sure we're giving the clients the right information when they're coming in. So people a lot of times just say they want to do IT, and they might have a general idea of what that means. I want to let you guys know that you would want to make sure that they want to do help desk type roles. So they're not designing video games, they're not creating websites, they're not designing software, they're doing help desk. So basically the roles we're helping people get prepared for are the roles that are the people who are like helping you and me on our computers, helping set up our offices. And D, I'm just putting in the chat box for you, D. This is the website for the training program that we will eventually be getting all of our clients into, hopefully. It's called IT Career Lab, where we'll be leading people. If you want to know more about it, you can click on For Job Seekers, and it'll tell you a little bit more about the roles that clients would be going into. D, do you want to answer Tammy's question in the chat box?
Do you want voluntary counties to upload the 2151 also? 2151, Tracy, is for the agency to upload if they are referral rejected, no contact, or if they are initiating services.
Okay, so Tammy and Dee, why don't you guys keep having that conversation in the chat box, and I'll go on a little more with our program.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're helping people get CCNAs, Cisco Certified Entry Networking Technician, Cisco Certified Entry Networking Associate, Microsoft Certified Professional, and Microsoft Certified Solutions Associate. These are all, again, help desk roles. So this is helping people who really like that technology, who understand it, who are computer savvy and want to help other people. So if it's someone who's saying, I hate working with people, this is not the role for them because there's a lot of customer service in it. It's also for people who might have a little bit more of abilities to study, because we do need them to study. All of the materials are online. Once they're in school, they will get a laptop to help them study, but all of the materials are online. So if someone tells you they hate looking at a computer screen, that's fairly obvious, but again, this is not the program for them. That said, depending on where they're at and the level that they're at, we will really work with the people to try to get them to where they want to be. We have a new IT Bridge program for people who score low on their TABE, which is the Test of Adult Basic Education. So for people who aren't the best test takers, who maybe haven't been in school for a couple of years, who maybe didn't do so well in school the first time, or even people who don't necessarily have GEDs yet, we have a TABE program, or have an ABE program that is IT specific and will help transition them directly into this training program. It will take a little bit longer than the 16 weeks, clearly, because they have to go to ABE beforehand. But we have this program set up so that whatever level you're at, we're going to try to get you into an IT role. We also have, for people who don't have any IT experience, the opportunity for paid work experience, where we can get them into some help desk roles. We have a couple of nonprofits in the area that we work with, and almost anyone who gets a certificate with our program, so anyone who gets one of these 4 certifications, we have been getting them into paid work experience roles. So we've been trying to do that too. If any of your offices like, I can print out and mail copies of our IT Bridge flyer for you. If you guys are interested in that, just click on my email and let me know how many flyers you want and where you want them distributed to, and I will get you our color flyers. They're pretty cool for that IT Bridge program to get people into this EPIC program.
We also have the flyer. Kelsey, is this the flyer?
Nope, that's the flyer for the EPIC program. We actually have another one specific. So that one is great. That lays out everything, and I love that flyer. And if you guys want to print it and give it out to anyone, that's great. Mail it to whoever. If your grandma wants it, she can have it as long as she's on SNAP and not TANF. We love it. But we also have another one specifically for the people who don't test as highly, and we can actually mail those color copies to you. So we can get those to your offices if you'd like to have them out there. Again, I just need to know how many you want and where I should mail them to.
Right. One thing to add, sorry, to Kelsey, what you're saying for the IT Bridge program, we are not able to teach someone, Kelsey, is it 4th grade or 6th grade that we're not able to teach people below?
4th grade.
4th grade. So if you do have someone that is very, very low skills, unfortunately, we do not have a program that is for them. But as long as they're above, a 4th grade level, then we would be able to put them in the Bridge program and hopefully get them to, if not up to where they need to be, at least get their scores a bit higher.
Yeah, that is true. And if you're not sure where your clients are falling, if you're not positive about it, you can always refer them to one of our orientation dates. I do a very extensive orientation on the first day where we talk through all of their options. I give them all the guidelines. Again, this is not a short program or an easy program. So I walk them through all that, and I help the clients figure out really what they might be wanting to do or what they might need to be doing. We can also administer the TABE, so if people aren't sure what their TABE scores are, we can always help them find that information out. One of the things I do always recommend is if someone is kind of thinking they want to do IT and they're not really sure, I have everyone do that that I just posted in the chat box. I have them do that little survey because I think it connects to ONET, and it is really, really useful when it comes to helping people figure out what kind of roles they're looking to do. When it comes to our training program, just in case customers don't really know what the job is, I'm posting right now kind of a summary for what job we tend to help people get into.
Kelsey, was that website supposed to be IP or IT?
IP. I copied and pasted it.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions that they'd like to ask? Do you want to talk a little bit about who you place people with and any of that kind of good information?
Who we place people with as far as paid work experience?
Permanent jobs.
So again, we never place people. We help them apply for jobs. We help them make the connections, but they get the jobs themselves. So
okay, good. But you give them guidance, right?
Of course.
Of course, but it is. Yeah, we just want to make sure that that is the verbiage because, we don't want someone coming to us saying, oh, you're going to get me a job, because that's unfortunately just not how the field works. And we try to empower customers to feel like they can find the jobs on their own, and we will make as many networking connections as we can for them and introduce them to companies and connections that we have. But again, we're not going to find the job for them.
Yeah, because the deal of it is they're going to be laid off again at some point in their lives, and we don't want them to have to come back to us. We don't want them to have to get back onto any of these programs. So we try to set them up so that after their next job ends, after whatever happens, they can take care of themselves. So again, we'll help them get the tools, we'll help them learn to network, we'll help them figure out whatever they need to figure out, but we're never getting them the job. They're getting themselves the job. All that said, we have had people get hired out of paid work experience. We had Heartland Alliance hire one of our clients within, I think, like a month of paid work experience. Here at National Able, we even hired one of our clients because he was doing outstanding. So we have had people, we tend to have our clients getting jobs that pay between $15 and $18 an hour is usually where they go after they go through the full program.
Great. Erica was asking because she's in Rockford, and I know you guys have a presence in Rockford, but not this particular program. Or Carmen, do you know if there's something similar? Not through Epic, but
we wouldn't have the option in Rockford. I think the furthest that we have right now is somewhere in Lake County. Would be the only outside of Chicago, and also in Minneapolis, but that's totally not. And not in, yeah, I don't think that's where they're looking for.
And those would be for the bridge program, not for Epic.
Yeah, that would be a long, yeah.
Yeah,
that would be for the bridge program or just through ITCL in general, with other funding sources.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
I was just going to say, if you're from one of the outer ones, you can always email us, and we'll let you know if there's a possibility there and who you should be in contact with. So again, we're super available. Email us, call us, questions, anything like that. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I'm going to move on to our next agency, and that is Albany Park Community Center. And we've got Joe Hemphill, and he put his contact information into the chat pod. So, Joe, take it away, and I'm going to find your website. Joe, are you there? Did you put yourself on mute? Joe Hemphill. All right. You dialed in and I unmuted your phone. Didn't I, or did I not? Hang on. 5. There you are. I'm sorry, Joe. My fault. I'm sorry. Can we hear Joe now?
Can you hear me now?
Yay! That telephone commercial.
Good. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me. I am the Employment and Training Manager here at Albany Park Community Center, and our focus with EPIC is within healthcare and transportation. With the healthcare, we are focused on CNA, phlebotomy, EKG, and care patient tech. That program is 12 weeks if they're only doing the CNA, but if they're doing everything else, it can go up to like 24 weeks. With our transportation program, that's with CDL. We do that at Progressive Truck Driving, and that's a 6-week program, and it's 240 hours until they complete the whole training. And we also have for the individuals that are not quite ready for the healthcare we also have the healthcare bridge classes in our adult ed in our adult ed program, and that is aimed to help ESL students and ABE students to get prepared to take or to move forward into the healthcare training program. We also have a Fatherhood in Action program. It's an 8-week course designed to strengthen fathers' relationships with their children and their co-parents. In addition to that, all of our program participants have to go through our 5-day job readiness workshop. It goes through the orientation, what we require from them, and what the providers are requiring from them. We also do resume building, interview skills, job search, and we also walk them through the Illinois WorkNet website. In addition to that, we also provide paid work experience, and that goes up to 6 weeks. And I think that is it for me.
All right. You're located in the Albany Park area, obviously.
Yes.
Is it Kimball?
Yeah, we're located off of Kimball and Foster. We have a few different locations. We have a location off of Lincoln Avenue. I don't have that address currently, and then we're also opening a location in Bronzeville, 47th and King Drive. So that should be open in the next month.
All right. And do you help people find jobs, or do you just give them the skills?
So again, like with National Ed, we assist our clients with finding work. So we do prepare them to apply and search and an interview. But we do have some good relationships with a number of the different chambers around the community, and they do have they do provide us with some job leads, and then we do send over the qualified candidates if we have them.
Great. Any questions for Joe from our attendees today? You guys have a really cool, is it a CTA station just down the street from you guys?
Yeah, so we're about a few blocks away from the Kimball Brown line stop, so which makes it really easy for our clients to get to and from our training. So it's pretty good. And some of the placements that we did have, we placed a number of our clients that completed the CNA program at Swedish Covenant Hospital. We also have a number of placements, connections with local doctors' offices, and they also provide some paid work experience there.
Great. Great. All right. Well, thank you, Joe, for joining us this morning.